Cool. So, hi guys, welcome everyone. My name is Chris, and I will be the host for today's demo sessions. So this is the ETHToronto winner demo sessions. I will be your host and moderator for this demo sessions. If you have more questions, please feel free to reach out to me anytime through my email, Chris@DoraHacks.com, or my Telegram, Chris/DoraHacks. For a bit background for this demo sessions, earlier in August, DoraHacks was proudly to support the ETHToronto Hackathon for the first time ever. ETHToronto was a 3-day hackathon where teams came together and were challenged to build the future by developing the next big innovation in blockchain technology. There were two types of competitors that the hackers could participate in. The first being the overall ETHToronto Hackathon competitions, and the second being the ETHToronto Bounty competitions. To view some of the projects who participated in the ETHToronto Hackathon, please feel free to visit DoraHacks.io and click on the Hackathon tab. So you will find all of the ETHToronto project submissions. So first up, we have so today's we are very happy to have 3 fantastic projects with us. They are hello. Yeah, sorry. Today we have 3 fantastic projects with us. They are True Fantasy Sports, second CellDAO, and third is Third Eyes. So for all the audience, if you have any questions during the sessions, please feel free to ask in our YouTube or Binance Live chat room. Yeah, so without further ado, let's welcome the first team to start their project demo sessions, which is the True Fantasy Sports. Kara and Deep, feel free to start when you're ready. Don't forget to unmute yourself.
Yeah, so should I video cam also?
Not really. If you feel uncomfortable to open your camera, you don't necessarily.
Should I?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So I will just share my screen. Is it visible now?
Yep, it is. It is visible.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So hello everyone. This is currently from True Fantasy Sports, and we will just go through what fantasy sports is exactly. So fantasy sports is exactly where the participant create an imaginary team out of the proxies of real players which play the professional sports and participate in contests, and if their team has the highest point, they win that contest and get rewarded. So there are existing problems with the current fantasy sports platforms. Like most of them are centralized and are controlled by the platform owners. There is lack of transparency, like who joins the contest. There can be trust issues with the platforms. The end user has to submit their team, whichever they create before the contest starts, in order to participate. And also the there are like trust related issues, like having platform not being transparent with the data of the user. How exactly we are trying to solve the issue is by decentralizing the fantasy sports platform and then creating a trustless platform where users don't have to submit their team and still able to prove that whatever team they created before the start of the contest and whatever score they have gathered during that contest period. So we are using GK Snark circuit to prove the team and as well as the score gathered by the user. So I will just go through the quick demo of the application and then yeah. So we will connect the MetaMask and currently we support only cricket as a sport, but later on we are planning to include other sports like soccer, football. So like user have to select the leagues which he want to play in. So there is this fixture where there is a match, a fixture between Kenya and Nepal cricket match. There is currently no contest there available. These are the squad players which from which user can select his team. So user has the option of creating the contest. User has to specify the deadline for team submission in that contest and what is the contest completion time. Let's complete this contest at 8 minutes. And the entry fees is the contest fees which will be required by other participants to pay in order to join the contest. So currently this is a token platform dependent token which is a TFS token which user have to have. Firstly user will be asked for approval for the token amount for the contest. So user has confirmed the amount to be deducted from his wallet regarding the entry fees, and then he will be asked for approval of transaction for contest creation. My system is a little bit slow, I guess. Yeah. So user has approved it, and it will be waiting for the contest to get created. press to get it done fast. Yeah, so user can, so because the user has already created the contest, so he has already joined it. So in order to participate, user have to submit the team. User can select the players for his team from both of the teams who are playing, and captain as well as the vice captain for the team. User can create the team and then submit their transaction on the chain. So what happened right now is that instead of submitting the team, user just submits the hash of his team. So no one in the system or platform knows about the team which user has created, but still user will be able to prove that whatever team he has submitted uh, is the team which scored the amount of score at the end of the contest. I hope it gets through because we added the time limit for team submission to be 1 minute. So, okay, there was an error because of the time. Yeah, so ideally what will happen is that user can submit their team and then generate the proof. If Chris, if I have time, I can try it again by increasing the time.
Yep, yep. Please feel free to.
Okay, yeah, thank you. So I will just create a contest again. Yes, so just waiting for contest creation confirmation. So contest got created, just loading the contests which are there for this match. We have 6 minutes. My system just got hanged. I will just again try to. So,
Are you still going to do the competition?
yes, yes. I'm just figuring out it got hanged.
Got it. Got while we're waiting, I think I have questions for you
Yeah,
about the project. So what do you think the key differentiations of the two fantasy sports compare with other teams and projects that building similar decentralized bet protocol?
yeah. So I did some research regarding the existing platform for for fantasy sports in Web3, but what I found was that no one was focusing on how the contest is getting played. Uh, the existing projects were working on the NFTs of the, and they were creating teams based on the NFT the user has for the particular kind of professional players NFT they give. So what we are trying to do is we are trying to come up with a solution where user don't have to share the team with anyone in order to play fantasy sports. By
Got it.
so that's the key difference like we have,
Makes sense.
because what's the issue with the existing one is that if you submit the team, then you don't know exactly whether the whoever is the platform owner right now can create the same team as what you have already submitted and can put the same team on that same contest, so it will decrease the winning probability of your, so you will be winning less in order to, because there will be two winners for that same contest.
Hmm.
So
Got
so,
it. Got it.
so if we are not able to we are not submitting the team, then no one will know what team you have, and anyone who participate have to create their own team. So it will be a fair competition there. Okay. Yeah, I guess I will figure it out. I don't know like what happened right now. Okay. Okay, fine. So do you have any other questions? Like we can go through questions by then.
Well, I'm sorry, what is that?
Like if you have any other question, you can just ask. Till then, I will
Oh yeah,
figure it out.
I think
Yeah.
that's all my questions. Yeah. Uh, yeah. Uh, can we move to the next project, the presenters right now, or you still want to waiting for the demo?
I will just try once more, and if it doesn't work, then we will move. We can move.
Cool. Yeah.
Is it good? Okay.
Uh, yeah. Let's see if it can be done in 1 minute because there are
Yeah.
still two teams are
Yeah.
waiting for.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes. For sure.
Cool.
I guess we can move forward because the time again, the contest time might have ended, so we might have to create the contest again.
Okay, no
Yeah.
problem. Great. Yeah. Thank you very much for
Yeah.
the presentation. Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry for the
No worries.
for
No
not
worries. No worries
having
at
the
all.
demo. Yeah.
Yeah. And also, I forgot to mention in the beginning. Each of the presenters are actually one of the winners in the ETH Toronto. So for True Fantasy Sport, they win the Scare Finance uh, prize, and also the second presenter, Seldao, are actually the second place winner of the near. So let's welcome Seldao to come and doing their presentation right now. So Alex and Landon, feel free to start when you're ready.
Howdy guys, how you doing?
Doing great.
All right, we're gonna kick it off. Alex and I are here. I'm gonna be going over the presentation, and Alex will be doing the product demo. So I'm just gonna pump that up, and we will get started. Hang on 1 second here. Can I share my screen directly, or do I have to show up like a PDF, Chris?
I think just share your screen. We'll see whatever you see.
Okay, great, perfect. Thanks, Alex. We're gonna show. All right, can you guys see?
Not yet.
Yeah, not yet. Okay, there we go.
Yeah. All right, perfect. So I'm just going to get into presentation mode here. All right, so hello and welcome to SailDAO. We are democratizing access to sailboats through the AstroDAO governance and club membership and boat booking built on Near. And this piece was created and completed during the ETHToronto Hackathon. So the problem is that most sailing boats, yachts, and boats are not used all the time. They spend a lot of time sitting idly. In my experience, having spent time at yacht clubs and sailing clubs, it's probably 90 to 95% of the time the boats in the harbor sit there. And two, there are high barriers to entry. So if someone wants to boat, learn to sail, yacht, it's very expensive and it's usually inaccessible to most people. So our solution is that we'll be spinning up a club membership and boat booking app using Near and the AstroDAO for fractional use of boats. And there's two key components to that. One is on the governance side, using the DAO structure and the smart contracts to provide an incentive to people with sailing and yachting boats to rent them out when not in use. So that provides a financial incentive for those who, maybe either want to give back or run a local harbor ship club or something like that. And two, we've got club membership and boat booking. So, we make this accessible for the average person that maybe doesn't have a 10, 20, 30, or 40,000 down payment to go out sailing and go out boating. So they have the opportunity to participate in this leisure and hobby. So our product roadmap, we started this August with having the boat booking and the governance built out. We are currently testing this and actually getting this up and use. We'll be fixing bugs and improving, and then we'll be launching to various cities starting in 2023. So how the business model works is quite simple. You buy into a yearly membership, you get an NFT that certifies your membership. With that NFT comes tokens, and those tokens are then used to issue the DAO. The DAO then uses that money to pay off for the boat expenses and the operations of this membership club. Okay, that's it, short and simple. My name's Landon. I'm the team lead. Alex is our tech lead. And you've got our contact there. And Sail DAO is what powers NFT Sailing, which is our front-facing brand. So, Alex, over to you for the demo.
Thanks, Landon. I'm sharing my screen. Okay, awesome. I see the infinite repetition of Doom, so that means everybody sees my screen. The build we did uses Near wallet. We did that in testnet, and we plan to launch that in production very soon. I'll talk a little bit on what we did, so that you folks, maybe anytime when you come to a hackathon, you're also gonna give a try to Near, which I think is a really awesome tech to build on. So the first step, we created, of course, like a couple of wallets so that we can test everything out. After that, since we are DAO, we went ahead and created the DAO structure using AstroDAO, which is pretty much the most popular one on the Near framework, on the Near blockchain. So we created a DAO, we created a console which manages DAO, and then we created a second group of members. I'll talk a little bit about this later. After that, we went ahead and built the app. We use the Near JavaScript SDK, which is a brand new thing. So if you don't find a lot of information online, it's because it's been launched recently. Honestly, I didn't know how to use this before, so I pretty much just learned this during the hackathon. And I wrote a nice little smart contract over there and doing one of the core user flows, which is booking your boat. So in order to book your boat, of course, you need a wallet in order to connect. If you're all, you can either be already an existing member of the DAO with certain access, or you can be a brand new member who just saw the bot and thought, hey, it's awesome. I want to try it out. Let me propose, let me try to make a booking, see what happens. So we'll go ahead and select one of the wallets I have here, and it will land us into a very simple booking tool. Here we have the availability for the day of the boat. Now the availability is managed by a smart contract. So anytime when somebody books something, the data is actually stored in a smart contract, and the UI for everyone who sees this is automatically updated. So you can never actually double book a boat. And also when you book, you use either the Near token for payment or your credits from the DAO. So it also takes care of getting the payment for the booking, so you don't really have to connect something like Stripe or whatnot. So it's all a fully decentralized, fully blockchain powered thing. And the really cool thing is that having a smart contract like this, you only really have to write the amount, the logic behind storing your membership data, and then you just call into the DAO smart contract, what we did, in order to do things like adding the member who just did the booking into our members group, so that later on they can also participate in managing the DAO. So that's pretty much our proof of concept implementation. As you see, I demoed it on my local host. We also have a test net deployed build, and we'll soon have a production build. For the sake of simplicity, we ended up using Firebase hosting. So if you go to this URL, sail-dao.webapp, you'll see the testnet deployment that we did at the hackathon. We haven't been testing it lately, so I hope it's still working, but worry not. If you actually are interested to join us, we'll have the production stuff set up ready, and we'll send them an update to everyone who is interested in this once we have everything in production. So this is a tech demo. If you folks have any questions around how it's been built, feel free to reach out directly to me or to check out our source code repo. You can find those details through the DoraHacks submission.
Got it. Yeah, this is a very interesting project, I would say. I've never, it's rare to see similar projects before. So are you guys like a sailing fan? Do you guys do sailing?
Big time sailing fan.
Cool.
Alex, you're a learning sailing fan, I think, but
Yeah,
I'm a long time
Landry
sailing
is old schooler
Right.
selling boy, and I only recently got really interested in the sport after seeing whatever the team Canada participating in the sail racing. I thought that was really inspiring, and it's also really climate, like a lot more climate friendly than, let's say, Formula One, but it's really like the same kind of team sport. So I think it's really cool.
Yeah, Alex and I had a chance to go to the Sail GP Chicago. So Sail GP is the Formula One of sailing, and so and we put together a bit of a last-minute trip back in June, and I think we had a blast. Safe to say, and actually, near one of our motivations to spin this up on the Near protocol is that Near sponsors the Sail GP, which is, as I said, the Formula One of sailing, and they've got a worldwide circuit. It's fairly new, this sort of this type and format of sailing. So
it was a nice surprise to find out they're actually a sponsor, because we were going there because of you, and then they're like, wait a minute, there's Near there here.
Yeah. So
cool. Yeah. So how big is the selling market for fans like you guys, or those who are actually non-professional but like the selling itself, like do you know, like a rough number, like how many people?
when you say how big, you mean like how many people in the world, or like the market valuation of it, or
Any number could be fine. How many people, or how much is the wholesaling markets for yeah?
Yeah, that's a great question. I mean, truthfully, I actually don't know.
It's totally okay. I'm just curious.
But that's a good thing for me to go and look up. And I think, what's interesting about sailing is it's it's sort of many people in many communities around the world were first established, at least by colonial Europe, through sailing boats. So there are very niche and small communities, basically in every city around the world. The cities are typically based around water geography.
Mm-hmm.
So that's how they were settled. So, and it's actually right now a shrinking community. So it's something that we're hoping, with providing accessible and affordable and inclusive options, that we can help grow the sport and connect people down to the water, so that we can kind of be reconnected back to our roots and enjoy sort of simple things in life a little more these days, rather than whatever else happens.
As somebody who recently got interested in this, I know that other than London, I have at least two other group of friends who are into this. One of them are mostly around sailing in the Mediterranean, so they're from Europe, and they do that. Like, they make a crew together, 10, 15 people, rent a boat, and then they go sail for like a month. And then I have another group of friends who have a really tiny sailboat here in Toronto, and then occasionally they take it out and they take care of them. It's like it's a community thing. So there's like a small group of people here taking care of the boat. So that's definitely more than I expected, given that, again, I thought it was a niche sport. And then I looked a little bit more into it, and there's actually a lot more people into this stuff. But it's not a mainstream sport yet. And in part, I think it's because of the initial investment that you have to do in order to get a boat and learn how to do it, how to take care of it. But that's where things like fractional ownership and community can come into place in DAOs, because if it was simple, everybody would have a boat, right?
Yeah.
Because it's not that simple. That's why you need a community.
In fact, we do have one boat available for rental. It's up in Georgian Bay. I just launched it two weekends ago, and I have the scars to prove it. So if you send Alex or I an email, or if you check at NFT Sailing, we are slowly building this out. So,
very soon you'll probably be able to interact with the tech, and also, of course, meet us on the boat, right, Landon?
Yes, exactly. There may even be an activation as early as this Saturday out on Lake
Ontario. Toronto, right? Like,
so,
where is it based? In Toronto?
Yeah.
Sounds cool. Sounds cool. This is really cool. Yeah, just like you said, it's a relatively niche sport, but people like me have never tried before. But With your introduction, it sounds a bit fun for me, and I would love to understand a bit more about it. So,
Yeah, Chris, you should come on out, man.
What is that?
I said you should come on out. DoraHacks should buy one of those NFTs.
Come check out the boat and become a member of the DAO.
Yeah,
Exactly.
sure.
Welcome.
Yeah, thank you for the invitation. Yeah, and also thank you very much, guys, for this presentation. This is very interesting. Yeah,
Thank you for having us.
Thanks.
sure. Yeah, cool. So last but not least, let's welcome the ETH third eye. They won the third place for Metis and also second place for CryptoChicks. Hi, Mike. Hi, Fox. Jasmine, feel free to start when you're ready.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Perfect.
I hear you.
So we'll share it via mic. Perfect. Great. Just FYI, I have a 3 to 5 second lag at my end. So in case I am blabbering something, I'm not crazy. It's the internet. We are ETHToronto. I'm Jasmine, joined by Morgan. Morgan and I will take you through the presentation, and then Michael will give you a presentation of our product. Okay, so before we get started, let's put an interesting question on the table. Have you ever done this? Looked at a cute neighbor and asked yourself, is he my twin flame? And in effect, perhaps paid money online to find out from an online dating app. Before signing on the dotted line for a new job offer, consulted your neighborhood astrologer. Or considering how the year has been in the last years with the pandemic, all of us going crazy a little, gone online and checked whether or not 2022 is going to be your year. So, of course, we are scientific individuals. We have never done that. But according to a latest research by YouGov, around 1 in 5 US adults has admitted to have consulted a psychic or a medium at some point in their life. Of this group of people, around 2/3 is female and 1/3 is male. So that means females are twice as likely as females to be accessing these services. And the average age amongst men and women using these services is between 25 to 60, which is around 35 years of working age, not a small number. Now, for the longest time, the gatekeepers of science in the academic world have decided what qualifies as real science and what is considered as pseudoscience. Hence, anyone who decides to engage in these alternative methods for reassurance are left alone to suffer the consequences of their decision. There is no transparent metric out there that lends credibility to these non-tangible spaces. Even if we forget all about that, and if you were to look at the psychic services market in the US, there has been a 16% growth from 2011 to 2019. And by the end of 2024, this market is expected to reach around 2.4 billion US dollars. And we are just talking about the United States of America here. Imagine what it means for the rest of the world. Adding to that, benefiting from an increasingly FUD-based environment, fear, uncertainty, and doubt have led people who are not getting definitive answers from scientists, physicians, or elected officials to turn to substitute sources for hope and clarity. So there's a massive need to evaluate as well as empower this highly elusive space. So through ETHToronto and its proliferation, we have already started expanding the frontiers of scientific innovation. So what if we were able to measure the unmeasurable and bring it on the blockchain? What if we could use our capabilities to measure psychic intention and record it on the blockchain? Ladies and gentlemen, we would like to invite you to open your third eye. Yeah? And our state-of-the-art solution brings the mantra, don't trust, verify, to the clients of psychic practitioners. And we don't just stop at that. We have a huge, hairy goal ahead of us. We want to envision the core values of psychic storytelling for aligning foresight in integrity and accuracy with energetic health and education into a faith-overlaid Web3 ecology. And with that, I would like to hand over to Morgan, who will take you through the user story.
Okay, thank you, Jasmine. So the sequence involves a minimum of 2 parties to participate, and there might be more solvers in that mix. First, the tasker, which is the person asking for advice, creates a session. And after that, the psychic will submit a prediction using the demo or one of our Web3 applications. And the psychic, like we mentioned, might have multiple participants or just multiple predictions, which can get aggregated in the future. Now the tasker will reveal the secret, and post, the psychic will claim accuracy, and that will be written and computed on the blockchain. In some of the technical parameters and architectural decisions as it relates to the blockchain decided, the EVM compatible smart contract of Metis was used. The blockchain Metis was used, where the transaction block times represent 12.6 seconds, which in our eyes is seen as a positive constraint for human accessible pace for going farther together. And the transaction cost ranged from around $1 to $2, and the gas used is about 130,000. And it's nice that there is a bridge that's available to be used as a side chain to help solve the problem in scalability.
Okay, so I'll start the demo. I have to switch my screen here for a second. Share screen, window, third eye. Okay, I'm sharing my screen now. Chris, are you able to place it onto the stream again? Okay, thank you. All right, so EtherDai is a simple application. As we talked about, it has two parties, the tasker and the psychic. So for the tasker who wants to validate a psychic practitioner, they can click on Start Session and select one of the 7 targets, which are customizable in the future. But right now it's only these ones. And after they connect the wallet, they're able to start the session. So I've already started one previously to our stream here. Here's the contract on the Whirly testnet, and as you can see, the contract actually stores the hashed secret, a timestamp, and the tasker who started this session. And so this is actually an open session right now. So everyone in the audience can try it out for themselves by going to EtherDai.com, and then on the right hand side is where you can enter in a prediction, and one of the you can start to try it out for yourself. I believe everybody has a natural intuition, and So you can submit a prediction. I'm going to share my camera to show you on my phone how it'll look. I connected with Rainbow Wallet, so I can submit. I actually forgot what the answer I originally started with, so I'm just going to do land. Actually, I'll do natural. I already have this. I already have the request. Okay, so I passed that through, and then afterwards, I'm going to leave this session open. I was the asker, but I'm going to allow others to submit a prediction, and we can see that our transaction is pending. And then afterwards, I can reveal what the answer was by selecting reveal target. And once the target is revealed, we have a diagram here to show the whole hash commit reveal scheme and all the actors involved. So after the target is revealed, the psychic can call claim accuracy, and it all happens on chain to score whether the prediction was right or wrong. And so now we have a composable smart contract which is able to store accuracy and store all the attempts, and we can actually have a score for how accuracy a particular psychic is, and we can also run experiments at different times. It's pretty open. So yeah, that's the demo. Thanks. Any questions?
Awesome. Yeah, thank you very much, team, for the detailed introductions. One question from me is that because this is about designs, and so I would like to know a bit more about you guys' background. Like, have you guys done the like do you guys have background in the sidechick abilities before, or is it more about interests for you guys? Because I personally have never know too much before about this area.
Team, would you like me to speak here?
Sure, yeah.
You can start.
Okay, I'll start here. So I have a bit of a background with readings in the domain of tarot and astrology, which really I just picked up 9-10 months ago, and I really adopted that into my lifestyle, and going to different conferences, I've been able to perform tarot readings for folks, and I've experienced definitely some positive feedback loops as it relates to interactions with individuals. And since then, like the other members of the team, we're all interested in this domain, and we come in from different backgrounds. I can pass it off to someone else if they'd like to speak too.
Yeah, sure. So I'm a computer engineer, but also have a very strong business background. But at the same time, very highly spiritually inclined, especially from a management consulting background, being in business, helping clients for a long, long time. there has always been this discussion about diversity and inclusion that we speak about. And I think what is required now is that we should expand the frontiers of that and go one step ahead. And what I mean by that is that if there are people out there who do claim that they can tap into other dimensions or other sources of knowledge, why not give them a chance to transparently predict and accurately record their integrity on the blockchain? Through that, through the blockchain and Web3, we have this massive possibility to do that. So yeah, come from a scientific background, but open, very, very open to all sources of information and knowledge out there.
Yeah. For myself, I'm a software developer and entrepreneur, and I started to do a lot of research in the pandemic, and one of the things which caught my interest was when the U.S. Army had declassified their remote viewing program, where they had used psychics as spies in the Cold War, and I found it fascinating that this was a true story, and it had been top secret for 20 years, and so I became a lot more spiritually inclined over the last few years, and so that's how.
Got it. Yeah, this is awesome. Cool. Thank you guys for the presentation. I guess we can end up here. Thanks again for all three teams joining us today and contributing your efforts for this demo sessions. It was awesome to hear from you and learn from you actually about what you guys are trying to build right now. I have learned a lot of new things actually. And also congratulations on your success at the ETHToronto. I'm very looking forward to see more of you in the futures. I think this sessions is really helpful for us to understand your projects, your visions, and future plans. So guys in the audience, if you have any questions or if you are just interested in any of the projects today, please feel free to reach out. I believe they are very welcome for any of you guys. And in the future, we will have a series of the events like today's upcoming. So if you are interested and haven't followed us on YouTube and Binance Labs, please make sure you do that so you won't miss out any of the upcoming sessions that we are about to host for you. And great, yeah, thanks again for joining us today. We hope to see you guys again soon and keep working on the really good, cool things that you guys are trying to build on right now. Yeah, thank you guys. Have a good one.